Flight crew, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another flight. Welcome to another stream. I'm your host, I'm your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Work just got done for me. I am home, relaxing, feet are up, other than getting ready for this flight. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday. Well, if not, I hope this flight brings some lightness into your day. And if it doesn't, well, hopefully it does, you guys. Really, I hope it does. But Phoenix Black Knight to you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. But let's jump outside the plane. We were rocking the American 320 today, not the 319. I think we were 320 yesterday, weren't we? Or were we? No, we were the 319, I believe. We're the 320 today. We're rocking the American 320, taking on out of Nashville, where we landed last night, you guys, and we're going into Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. We're going into Virginia, Richmond. That's where we're headed. Richmond, Virginia is where we're headed today. And it's an American Airlines flight, so American Airlines does fly it. So let's get into the flight briefing on the way. Let's get going. Let's get the plane ready for passengers. Let's go inside here. You can see, actually, before we do that, flight crew, let's jump outside. Let's give Nashville a little bit of panoramic view. There goes Southwest, a little plane spotting real quick. Nashville is actually got a lot of planes going on. When we landed, there wasn't much going on, right? Flight crew, there really wasn't much going on. But they got stuff going now. All right, flight crew, let's jump back inside the plane. Let's go over our flight briefing, and let's get the plane ready for passengers. I got SimBrief pulled up here. We're American Airlines, as you saw. Call sign is 6242. We're in Nashville, like we mentioned. We're going into Richmond. We're in the aircraft 320. It's August 8th, 2023. Departure time today is 1800 hours. Arrival time is going to be 1941. Hour time, the air time SimBrief gave us is an hour and 13 minutes. And block time they gave us to finish the flight is an hour and 41 minutes. Cruising altitude on today's flight is actually going to be 33,000 feet. We're going to have a cost index of 9. We're going to fly 502 nautical miles. Wind is going to be at 68 knots. I think that's the highest we've ever seen it, flight crew. 68 knots is what the wind's going to be. So this is going to be a very interesting flight. I'm going to take our SimBrief down a little bit. Passengers on today's flight, only 166 passengers on today's flight. Bulk fuel, 13,569 pounds. Cargo, 9,130 pounds. Payload, 38,180 pounds, flight crew. Our flight plan is, right now we are wheels down in Nashville. When we go wheels up, we're going to be taking off of runway 37, and then we're going to be banking it actually to the right, flight crew. We actually take off the opposite way, and we got to turn around and basically do a 180 and go back the other way. So I'll show you when we pull up the flight plan. We basically take off of runway 31, and then we make a hard bank right and take that all the way back and go back over the airport and go into Richmond. So the transition of that, after going off of runway 31, right, the transition is Tasmo, and then our wheels down into Richmond. They want us on runway 34, which is an ILS runway, with the transition of Poutine. It's P-O-W-T-N. P-O-W-T-N. That is the transition down into Richmond on runway 34. Weather right now in Nashville, we're 82 degrees, mostly sunny, as you can see. Mostly sunny, but it is 82 degrees, and I would say that's pretty accurate. Going into Rich, we're looking at 81 degrees and partly sunny going into Richmond. 81 and partly sunny. So the weather really is not going to change other than just 1 degree, but we go from mostly sunny to partly sunny. Should be very nice sightseeing on the takeoff, flight crew, and should be nice coming in on the descending as well, with no weather or anything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump back inside the plane. Here we are. Let's go back here. Let's get the plane ready for passengers. This is a 320. We had a comment. Someone want to know how to purchase this plane. You actually just go into your market app. If you're on the Xbox S, just go into your marketplace, go up to the searches, put airlines, and just put in the 320. The 320, the Airbus 320, the Airbus 319 both come with tablets, and also the Airbus 321 default comes with the tablets as well. The Airbus 320 Neos, they haven't come with the tablets yet. So whoever was asking how to buy this plane, that's how you do it. Just get on the marketplace on your Xbox and just type in airline. Just do your filters, do the airlines, and then the Airbus 320. The 320 and the 319 both come with tablets. The 320 Neo does not come with tablet. Repeat, the A320 Neo does not come with the tablet, just the 20, and the 320 and the 319. All right. So I hope that answers your question for you. If not, hit me on the comments again and I can help you out. But hopefully that answers your question for you, how to purchase this plane and get the tablet going. All right, flight crew, speaking of the tablet, let's go. Let's zoom in on the tablet here. Let's go right over here to our ground crew. Let's go ahead and turn on our GPU.
Nashville clearance delivery American 624
There we go.
IFR to Richmond, ready to copy.
AI co-pilot is going off right now. Forgot to turn them off. We're getting our clearance to Richmond and we're going to get our altitude. Let's get it. They want us up at 11,000 feet. 119.35. 119.35 is our departure. And frequency. Decimal 35. 119. Oh my goodness. There we go. 35. Let's put that on 35. .35 is our departure frequency. Perfect. They want us to climb up to 11,000 feet. We got 11,000 feet entered, and we got it in the managed position, which means we got that little dot right there. Okay. Let's slide over here to the middle, to the tablet. Let's go ahead and turn our lights on. And let's go ahead and get the jetway coming. Let's go ahead and get the main cabin door open. Let's get the cones on because the plane's going to be active. It's 82 degrees in Nashville, so we are going to put the air conditioner unit to the plane, and we are going to go ahead and turn on the lights, and then we're going to go ahead and start the boarding process. Main cabin door is open. Jetway is coming. There's JD, everybody. I haven't seen JD for a minute. We'll at least haven't gave him a shout out. JD, hope he's doing well. Flight crew, let's go ahead and get the plane ready for passage. Now we've got the boarding process on the way. Let's slide over here. Let's get the seatbelt signs on now. Let's get the no smoking signs on. Let's hit that and illuminate all those. There we go. Look at that. Over here so you can see what I'm doing, guys. Sorry. Overhead lights. Put those on bright. We turned on the seatbelt sign. We turned on the no smoking sign on right now. Let's go ahead and hit a nav and logo lights on now. And then let's go ahead and turn on our beacon light on at this time. Actually, beacon light does not need to come on at this time because we have not turned on the APU. So it will automatically shut it off for us anyway. So what we'll do is just leave the beacon light off and let's leave the nav light off for now. Logo light off. Yeah, let's leave that off and leave that off till we hit the APU on. Okay. All right. So we got those on. Boarding process is now started. Let's slide over here. Let's go back to the home page. And let's go to our settings and leave that there. And then let's go over and get the plane ready for the way to fly for us. So which means displays right to left. Let's get them bright. All right. That's max. Our yellow indicator of us right there. Let's go ahead and get that bright as well. This panel right here, let's go ahead and get that bright. And let's come down here. Middle console, let's illuminate all that. Perfect. Terrain, as always, comes on. Flight directory always come on. Informational map, we'll leave that on the ARC. And our nautical range, we'll leave it at 10. We'll turn it up to 20 once we get above 10,000 feet. Speed, we're going to leave it in the managed position for this flight. Heading in the managed position because we already put our heading in already. And we already know our climbing altitude up to 11,000 feet after takeoff. And then we're going to leave that in the managed position as well. And we're going to leave that up and down. We're going to vertical speed. And then descent speed, we're going to leave that 0 for now. FMC buttons and switches, let's get those all illuminated and bright. There we go. Let's go back to the captain seat. We don't worry about our captain view now. Let's go back to the tablet. There's our home button. There it is. Let's hit home. I want to let us hit home. Come on. Sometimes the interaction with the tablet sucks. All right, there's home. Now, let's go here. Let's come outside. All right, let's get our view so we can see the ground crew. There's our catering service. There's our baggage services. Let's jump back to the tablet. We're going to go catering services is on the way. Here they come. Let's go to ATC and let's get the baggage services going on there. Baggage is on its way, flight crew. Let's go ahead and do some flight spotting. Looks like we got United Airlines over there. KLAD. Looks like we got a Southwest coming in for a nice landing. A lot of activity right now in Nashville. Like it. We didn't have that much coming in last night, but they got some nice going on now. What else we got going on, flight crew? What is up with our, let's check our ground crew. Baggage services is not moving, flight crew. What we got going on here? Look at that, nothing. So what we'll do, we'll just do this. Let's go back here, let's go to our tablet. We'll just put the loader on. Here's the loader. Let's just do that. Actually, that's just the door. Let's do that. There's the loader. So we'll pretend that we're doing it that way since ground crew doesn't want to work. And we'll go based off of the catering crew. When catering crew is done, we'll go ahead and turn on the APU. Get the plane ready to go. Flight crew. Catering service is done and the box is retracting. Let's jump back inside the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's get the animated passengers on board since they are on board now. Let's go ahead and close this up and this up. And then let's go ahead and hit our home. Let's go to our settings. We're going to hit the APU on now. APU is on. Let's slide over here to the middle. Let's look up. There's our APU bleed. APU bleed comes on. Nav and logo light now can come on. Now let's go ahead and get our beacon light on this time as well. Perfect. Waiting for the plane to start up. APU is up. APU is available. Where I got a clearance, we just got to get ready for pushback. So we just got to clean the plane and get it ready. Let's go back here. Let's hit back to our home services. Activate the tablet. Wait for the green to illuminate home. There it is. Okay. Ground services. Let's clean up our GPU. Let's get the cones out of the way and let's get the AC unit off. Let's go ahead and get the jetway disconnected first. Let's shut that main cabin door. Perfect. Let's say goodbye to JD. There he is. He even turned this way just to say bye. See you, JD. Appreciate it. Let's go outside the plane. Plane should be clean. Clean is good. Right. Let's go back here. Let's go back to the tablet. We've got to turn fully green. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit our settings. We're going to be ready for the taxi here in a little bit. Not yet. Let's go back to the captain's seat, to the captain view. We're just going to pull that seat up just a little bit. And then we're actually going to scoot forward just a tad, about right there. All right, flight crew, let's do our drone cam. Let's put it right here ready for pushback. There it is. What is going on? Now the loader wants to come through? We're done with the baggage crew. Okay. We'll wait for him then, since it actually wants to work now. What is going on with that, flight crew? Now the baggage crew wants to work? Come on now. Killing me. All right, that gives us more time just to do a little bit more plane spotting. As we're literally just getting ready for pushback. Baggage crew shows up at the very end. Actually, let's jump back in the tablet. Let's go back here. Let's hit home. And then let's hit grounds. And then let's go ahead and get the cones on. There we go. Since baggage crew is there. We'll go ahead and hit the cones. There they are. Let's wait for baggage crew to finish up. Then we'll get a pushback going. Might help ground crew if you have that. Okay, looks like their wheel cart's done. Just waiting for the loader to back up. Alright, flight crew, there goes the loader. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump back into the captain's seat to the captain view and request our pushback. So let's put our pushback about right there. Perfect. Jump back into the captain's seat. Let's get the cones out of the way. This says that cabin door is open, so we're going to hit that again and then hit it again. It should be shut now. Oh, maybe not. Come on. Shut and shut. Alright. There we go. Settings, getting ready for taxi. Let's slide over here. Let's go ahead and hit ATC on the lane. Let's get our pushback going.
Nashville ground American 6242 requesting pushback.
Flight crew pushback has been accepted. Let's jump outside so you can see it. Pushback has been connected. Let's jump back inside the plane. Let's release that parking brake. How far do you think they push us back? I want to be careful with this. Hopefully they don't push us back all the way back in here. We've seen flight crew where it just pushes us back and doesn't stop. But everything loaded well, and there's not a lot of chatter on ATC, so it should stop by itself. We should be okay. Yep, we're good. AI just jumped on. He's getting the end of pushback. There's the end of pushback back flight crew. Let's go back into the captain's seat. Let's go to the captain view. Let's get our parking brake on. Let's look up, see where ground crew is. They are out from out under the plane. That is perfect. Engine mode goes from the normal position to the start position. We will start engine 2. Engine 2 is available. Let's go ahead and start engine 1.
Nashville ground American 6242 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
AR is getting our clearance to taxi to our runway.
Taxi to Nashville.
There's our taxi ribbon flight crew.
Taxiway Charlie American 6242.
Engine 1's coming up to 10%. It's at 11. As soon as it's going to be at 12, good enough to check the flaps. There it is. Let's put our flaps to 100%. Spoilers, let's bring those up. Let's pan around here. Hey, what's that? Nice taxi in here. Hey, another American Airlines. Nice. Fellow pilot. Spoilers up and on. Spoilers are up and on. We do got our flaps down. Jumping back inside the plane. Gonna clean the flaps all the way up. Spoilers, we're gonna get those armed and ready for takeoff. Engine mode from the start position to the normal position. Taxi brakes on. APU bleed comes off. APU master comes off. Let's go over here to the tablet. Yeah, let's get ready for taxi. There it is. All right, ready for taxi. Flaps are down to 10%. Runway lights are on. Landing lights are off. Nose lights on to taxi, beacon light, and nav light on. Then make sure we got our fasten seatbelt sign on. Yes, it is. And our no smoking sign on. Parking brake is on as well. We're ready to taxi. Engines, give them some power. We're going to release that parking brake. We do have forward momentum. Let's turn the plane. All right, flight crew, let's get about right there straightened out. We had to go this way, flight crew, make a circle. We had American behind us. There it is right there. Couldn't taxi to the right. American was right there waiting for us to get out of there. I think the American's actually taking our gate, actually. So we had to get out of there so they could get the gate. So we got to make this nice little roundabout right here. Look at that bump. Zoomed out just in time to see it. Here comes another one too, right there. Didn't load properly. You guys see that? Yep, we hit it. Okay, we're doing all right, flight crew. So far, so good. We're actually not gonna cut that way, flight crew. We're gonna go this way. Then turn left. I'm going to go through a fleet of planes right there. Look at our shadow, flight crew. Can you see it? Oh, that's nice looking. Look at that. Alright, so let me show you the flight plan, flight crew. So we are... It doesn't really show it. So when we take off, we have to turn and come back on our flight plan. The runway is taking us the opposite way. So right now we should be flying, yeah, see how we should be flying straight now? But we're actually going here and taking off this way, and then we're going to be turning it to the right or left, depending on which way they want us to go, and then we'll be going back this way over the airport into Richmond. Check our ground speed. Oh, not gonna work. Not in time. They really do need to make their interface a little easier for the Xbox users. I mean, they have it where you can interact with the tablet or that blind at the same time, like right next, and then right there. You know how many times we just tried hitting home and it's just wants to hit on the GPU, like right now? Like why, like look how big this circle is, and it's focusing more on that. Weird. See that? Just can't hit it. Uh-oh. We just hit the GPU, stopped everything. Uh-oh. What did it just do? We're okay. Oh, AP bleed turned off. Turned off AP bleed. Laps are still good. So anyway, point proven, right? You can't even click on this without it trying to touch the GPU, and which just stopped us. So that is, come on Xbox people, or the update. Why Is it doing that, right? Come on. Slowing up the stream. Let's go. Let's get close. That is weird. That is so weird, Flight Crew. Xbox people, I hope you're watching this. Or update people. You gotta update that, man. That is terrible. We can't even interact with the tablet in that type of a view without it stopping the whole plane. Like the plane just put brakes on all by itself. So we gotta be very careful with that in the air, Flight Crew. We don't want that to shut off our engines in the air. All right, this is us. Let's go ahead and stop short, and we'll get our clearance for takeoff. Runway 31.
Nashville Tower, American 6242, ready for IFR departure runway.
Parking brake set. Waiting for AI to give us a clearance to take off. Roger, Tower. American 6242, we will hold short. Wait for final. All right, Flight Crew, they want us to hold short. We do have someone on final right now. So why we hold short? You know what they're going to do. They're going to tell us to turn and go. So let's just get ready now. We're just going to go ahead and get our settings. We're going to hit ready for takeoff. Get that all out of the way. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit our home again. Let's go over here. Lights come off. Hit the home button again. Get our ground speed. Perfect. Ready for takeoff, don't forget. Puts our flaps at 10%, which they already were. Puts our lights, though. Runway lights come off. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Leaves our wing lights off as well. Flight Crew, we are prepared for takeoff. We're just waiting for JetBlue 1673 to come and land and get off the runway. Well, they'll probably have us line up and wait, to be honest with you. There it is. Coming in from JFK. JetBlue. Going to the captain seat, fixing our captain view. Uh-oh. Southwest 3109 just got clear to approach runway 31. That's us. Which means we're going to have to turn and rip. I guarantee they're going to have us turn and go. Oh, there they are. Southwest 3109, like I told you. Maybe not. JetBlue's still on the runway, so we're not going. Oh, they're having us go. We're going. Turn and rip. Roger, Towers. American Airlines 6242, clear for takeoff. Alright, Southwest 3109's cleared to land. We're cleared to take off. We're going to turn and rip it. Let's go, Flight Crew. We don't want this guy to do a go-around. Southwest is, oh man, turn and rip. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, Flight Crew. Let's get straight. Okay, let's straight. Engines of 50. Engines are up. Firing at 50%. Perfect. Going up alive. Coming down the same way. Look to the right. Engines flex. $60 knots. There's 80. 100. Come on, we got off the runway for Southwest. We got you, Southwest. There's 120. We're committed. There's V1. Rotating 15 degrees. That's a positive flight. Positive climb, Flight Crew. We're going to go gears up. Takeoff so far, Flight Crew. Beautiful. We'll be turning right. They want us to turn right, actually, Flight Crew, so we'll do it. As soon as we did our out of the flex position, which is now, look to the right, levers in the climb position, nose down. We're going to start turning the plane to the right. Still my plane. I'm going to take this manually turn. Nose down. Let's turn the plane. Like we're going to go flaps clean. Like I said, we'll just follow the flight directory. Still my plane. Hard leg right. Turbulence not bad right now, flight crew. It's actually not that bad of a turn. We just reached 250 knots. We are at 4,600 feet, climbing up to 11,000 feet, flight crew. Right now, we're climbing about, looks like we're about 3,400 feet per minute. Right now on the managed position on the climb. Still my plane like I mentioned before. Alright, we'll start turning it back to the left, flight crew. There we go. Flight crew, let's prepare transition to the autopilot. Push the nose of the plane down a little bit. Autopilot is engaged. Let's come down here, let's get our spoilers, let's get those disarmed. Results of our product. And there's our airport we took off from, flight crew. Perfect. Roger, Memphis Center. American 6242, we will continue as planned. We're good, flight crew. Let's go. 9,500 feet. Let's go ahead and hit the seatbelt sign one time. APU bleed comes off. APU master comes off, which turns on the APU stop. That should have been off before, but we hit the ground. We hit this on the tablet. We threw some things off. So anyway, APU's off now. 10,000 feet. Let's get up for free climb, which means landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position as well. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. Nav and logo light stays on as well. Speed should be getting up to 320 knots. Managed speed should be, yep. As we see now, our speed is increasing, and we are still going up to 11,000 feet. Right now, we're climbing about 1,100 feet per minute. That's us, flight crew. Roger Tower, American 6242, we will climb and maintain flight level 190. just passed 14,700 feet flight crew, still going up to 19,000 feet. We reached our speed of 320 knots, and we are climbing about 2,500 feet per minute. Flight crew 17,500 feet. That's good enough to put the altimeter. Let's put it in the standard position. Let's go ahead and turn our train off at this time as well. Bring the seatbelt sign one time so our flight crew can prepare for services. Went ahead and did that. Alright, flight crew, I just put in 33,000 feet and I put it in the managed position. I've been practicing this thing actually on some couple flights, and this will actually keep you in line with ATC somewhat and get you right up to 33,000 feet. So let's try it out live and see if it matches what we do offline. So if we just put in 33,000 feet and put it in the managed position, each vector is the same thing as ATC telling us to do in steps. So let's check it out. Let's see what we got. Don't forget, when we get up in the 20,000s, we're going to do the slow climb Airbus climb, which is about, what, 1,100 feet per minute. As soon as we get into the 20,000 range, which is coming about right now, we'll see what happens. We're definitely going to drop. coming up to 28,000 feet, flight crew. And look at the weather. Look at the sunset. Always, 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 right? Go, flight crew. There is the slow Airbus crawl we've been hitting for a little bit. Right now we're climbing at about 900 feet per minute. We just hit 1,000 per minute, and we're at 31,600 feet. Still climbing up 33,000 feet. Alright, flight crew, coming up 33,000 feet. That is going to be our cruising altitude. No need to keep the seatbelt sign on. It's been a very smooth climb and a very smooth takeoff at the very beginning and a very smooth climb right now. So we're actually pretty straight. Yeah, look at that. We're actually pretty straight. So let's wait till we get around this little bit of a turn, and then we'll go ahead and do the fasten the seatbelt sign on. Before we get there, though, let's go ahead and get our cruising altitude flight briefing out of the way, flight crew. If you just jumped on board, you just got on board the plane, you just got on the stream, welcome. I am your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. I'm your captain, I'm your stream host. If you just jumped on, we are American Airlines 6242. It just shows you the lever there. We're American Airlines 6242. We just took off out of Nashville, and we are going into Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Cruising altitude is 33,000 feet. That's where we're currently at right now. Passengers are free to move about the cabin in about, I would say, about 15 nautical miles. Departure time was just 1800, and the arrival time they expect us is at 1941. SimBrief gave us an hour and 13 minutes of a flight time. Block time they gave us is an hour and 41 minutes. Distance we're flying is 52 nautical miles. The cost index is 9. Passengers on today's flights, 166 passengers. Total bulk fuel is 13,596 69 pounds. Excuse me, 13,569 pounds. Cargo, 9,130 pounds. Payload, total payload is 38,180 pounds. When we were in Nashville, we took off runway 31 with a transition to Tasmo. When we go down into Richmond, we are looking at runway 34 or ILS 34 with the transition of POWTN. POWTN. Transition to Richmond. Weather. When we took out of Nashville, you guys, it was 83 degrees and mostly sunny. When we go down into Richmond, we're looking at 81 degrees and partly sunny. So no big transitions there. Everything's changed there. Wind right now, like I said, wind on Simbury said it's going to be about 68 knots at cruising. Right now we are at, let's go here, let's hit home real quick, flight crew. Let's see what our weather is really at. 82 knots. Yep. So wind is blowing at 82. Simbury should be around 68. So we definitely need to pay attention to that flight briefing. Wind right now is blowing from the tail of the plane to our nose. So we're flying with the wind right now, which is giving us tons of ground speed. Let's tell you what our ground speed is right now. Our ground speed with the wind, with the tailwind, ground speed is 543 miles per hour with that tailwind blowing from the tail up to the nose of the plane. There you go, flight crew. You guys have been briefed. Welcome aboard. If you just jumped on, welcome to the stream. If you just jumped on the stream, you guys. Cruising altitude, you guys know what time it is. I'm going to go put my microphone on mute and hit the chat scene. If you want to chit chat, hit me on chat. Other than that, enjoy the sounds of the plane, enjoy the sounds of the game, enjoy the sounds of the ATC, and I will talk to you guys again on Descend. See you guys then. Flight craft to bring you in for a second. Can you see that right there? Can you guys zoom and see? That's a plane right there flying over the sun. That is pretty cool. There is a plane right there. You can see the streaks leaving right there. That's pretty cool. And look, it's just gonna keep going and just, yeah, that is pretty cool. Roger, Atlanta Center. American 6242, we will continue as planned.
Atlanta Center, American 6242, flight level 330.
Flight crew, it looks like our top of our descent is in within 60 miles. The top of our descent right there. So we're about 30 miles outside of our top of our descent. ATC won't start our descent right then and there, but that is where we can. That's the start of our descent right there. If we were flying without ATC and we were going down to 2,000 feet, we would start it there on the manage position, put it down to 2,000 manage, and we would start our descent from there. Roger, Washington Center, American 6242, sitting at 34,000 feet. Roger, Washington Center, American 6242, we will continue as planned. Roger, Washington Center, American 6242. We are heading, man is heading at 33,000 feet on tomorrow. Roger, Washington Center, American Airlines 6242. We will head to Taper. They actually want us to go to Flight Crew. They said we are free to go to. This one is planned. Let's check the transcripts. Yeah, we'll continue to Tabar. Where was Tabar? Don't see it in there. American 6-1. Interesting. Well, I don't see it, so we're going to leave it. Messed up our view. How dare they? Zoom it back up again. Camera view. We're just going to set our seat up just a little bit. And then we're actually just going to look forward just a tap. Right there. Happy. Roger Tower, American 6242. We will descend and maintain flight level 25,000 feet. Alright, flight crew, they want us down to 25,000 feet, so we're headed down. We're going to hit the fasten seatbelt sign on this time as well. Let's get our train on. Perfect. Manual speed has dropped. We dropped us to 270 knots, flight crew. Descent rate is 2,400 feet per minute. Roger, Washington Center, American 6242. We will continue as planned.
Washington Center, American 6242 is passing flight level 275, descending flight level 250.
American 6242, Washington Center, continue to log as planned. Washington Center, Montier, flight 1600 is in flight level 295, climbing flight level 330. Montier, flight 1600, Washington Center, continue as planned.
All right, flight crew. 25,500 feet. Still descending down to 25,000 feet. Waiting for our next descend altitude.
American 184 traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 340 generic. Report to inside. American 6242 descend and maintain 15,000 feet.
Descend and maintain.
Roger, Tower. Descend to maintain flight level 15,000 feet. American 6242.
Street flight 042 traffic inside. American 184 have the traffic. UPS 930 by contact Washington Center on 124.05. Good day. Washington Center, Frontier, flight 4837, flight level 340. Frontier, flight 4837, Washington Center, continue to abort as planned. Street flight 042 traffic alert. 3 o'clock less than 1 mile, flight level 370 generic. Report to inside. American 184 traffic alert. 4 o'clock less than 1 mile, flight level 340 generic. Report to inside. American 184 traffic inside. Going to 118.075 Street flight 042.
Visibility not bad, flight crew. Right now we're passing 17,500 feet, still descending down to 15,000 feet. Our speed has dropped. We got in the managed position. It has dropped from 270 to 200, 280 to 270. Now we're still holding 270. I apologize. We're still going 270 knots. We're going to 15,000 feet. Of course, it always puts us awkward at 15 or 16,000 feet. Why don't they just put it as 13? So anyway, depending on the next descent, what they want us at, it's probably going to be below. It's probably going to be 10,000 feet or below. I'll take over the speed and put it in the either the 200 knots. We'll just see where. Let's see where it puts us. But I will be taking over the speed over short flight crew. 15,800 feet, so it's sending down to 15,000 feet. Ready for the next descent point. Roger Tower, descend and maintain flight level 11,000 feet and can keep speed not above 280 knots at American 6242. Our flight crew, they want us down to 11,000 feet and not our speed above 280 knots, which is perfectly fine. Our thing right now is at 270 and 280 is right there, so we'll be okay. On to descend down to 11,000 feet. Cross-check everything real quick. We do have the seatbelt sign on. Yes, we do. We do have the no smoking sign on. Nav light is on. Wing lights are off. Correct. We do have the beacon light on. Yep. Strobe light is on. Yep. Landing lights in the off position. That is correct. Nose light of the plane is in the off position as well. Check. Runway lights are off as well. 13,500 feet, flight crew. Let's get down to 11.
118.75 American 6242. Washington Center American 6242 is passing 13,300 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
United Flight 38, contact Potomac approach on 118.2. Good day. American 6242, Washington Center, altimeter 29.85, continue to countdown as planned. American 1554, descend and maintain flight level 330.
Roger Tower. Altimeter 29.85. American 6242. 11,800 feet, flight crew. Still going down to 11,000 feet. At this time, when we get to 11,000 feet, I'm going to pull our speed back. There it is. I'm taking over the speed. We're going to go 200 knots. That's going to put us at flaps 1. There's 200 entered. Wait for our speed to get below 220, and then we will go ahead and go flaps 1.
Descend and maintain 1,000 feet, American 6242.
They want us down to 1,000 feet, flight crew. Roger Tower, American 6242. Descend down to 1,000 feet. It really said 1,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,700 feet.
1,700 feet now. Roger Tower, descend and maintain flight level 1,700 feet. American 6242. Alright, our speed dropped. We dropped our flaps down to flaps 1. We're out passing 10,700 feet.
126.75 for American 6242. Potomac approach American 6242 is at 10,300 feet, descending 1,700 feet.
American 6242, Potomac approach, altimeter 29.85, continue to Tucson flat.
Roger, approach. American 6242, we will continue as planned. Alright, they want us down to 1,100 feet. This is the lowest we've been, flight crew. This is the lowest we've been to catch a glide slope is 1,700 feet. Even California is 2,000. So, I mean, it's 3,300 feet difference, but still. We're going 1,700 feet right now and then holding that in. That is, Richmond, you got some low terrain. Low terrain. Ground speed right now 268 miles per hour. Wind speed right now has dropped down to 17 knots. Looks like we got a United Airlines out of Chicago O'Hara at 5,200 feet descending as well, as we are at 7,500. Looks like we're probably going to be in position 3 flight crew. Looks like right now, the way these two planes are lining up with us, we might be position 3 on the landing. Let's light it up. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose light, let's get that on the on takeoff position as well. Leave the wing lights off. We'll leave the strobe light and beacon and nav light on as well. And runway lights do not come on yet until the gears are down. So we are lit up. Look at those lights. Actually, let's go here so you can see the gears. There we go. Passing 6,000 feet flight crew, still descending down to 1,700 feet.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach American 6242.
Alright, flight crew, they want us to expect vectors on our runway. So we can do that. Go ahead and look to the right to the throttle. We're going to pull it back close to the R so that's ready for reversers. And it still doesn't do anything with our speed. Perfect. $3,900 feet. There's that horseshoe flight crew. See if I can bring it in for you. There you go. We just come down here. We just do a nice little circle. Then we bring it in. Nice little circle. Yeah, nice little U, as we always do, right? Seems like every approach we have is to the U. $2,900 feet flight crew, still going down to 1,700. Speed right now we're about 217 knots, 218 knots, and we've been descending. So 2,500 feet till we hit the ground. Let's check. $1,800 feet flight crew. Come up with 1,700 and holding. Holding 200 knots as well. Let's see how far out we are. We'll hold 200 knots for a little bit longer. Then we'll drop it down to 190. Then we'll get it at our approach speed of 180. And 180 will put us at flaps 3. This is an approach flight crew. I like this. 1,700 feet from the ground. Going 216 knots. It's too bad we didn't do this in the daytime, I guess. We can kind of see what the what Richmond looked like flying over. I mean, the night's lit up, not as much as other cities. Like we've seen more lights, but I mean, still looks nice. Where we at, Richmond? Okay, you guys, flight crew, seeing runways lighting up. It's good, getting nice visuals. We're clear to our right. You got an airport over there, but we're clear to our right. Don't look like we have anybody to approach coming in from the right side. So it looks like we just had those two planes in front of us. I don't know where they went. Alright, pulling the speed back, flight crew. We're going 190. 190's entered. That's going to put us on flaps 2, so let's do flaps 2. Dome light on. Look at that flight crew. Nice. Where's our visual? We should be to the left, flight crew. We see some markers and some runway lights. There they are. Nice visual. Yeah. All right, flight crew, we're going to hit 180 now. That's going to put us at flaps 3. Flaps 3. Oh.
Maintain present heading and altitude.
Pulling our speed back to 135.
1.1 American
They want us on tower. Roger, Tower American 6242
4220 miles south.
at 1,700 feet. That's full. Altimeter's got to be 29.86.
American 6242.
They clear to approach. So what we're going to do is, since we're still turning, and we had to drop our speed back, we still haven't got our glide slope yet, so if we hit it now, we can't hit it now, flight crew, because it's going to take us off our path, because it's going to try finding the frequency. So hang on a second. We got our visuals right here. We're just going to hold 135 knots on this turn. We could have held 180, but it's okay. Rather be safe than sorry. We're going to keep our dome light on until we go flaps full, just to make sure we can see everything. Just make sure where everything's at. And then we'll turn the lights off so we can focus on the runway lighting. Good visual, flight crew. Good visual. Ground speed 145. Wind right now, flight crew, is blowing 10 knots. Looks like it's blowing from the left to the right of the plane. So when we come in for that runway, we're going to have a crosswind of 11 to 10 knots going from the left to the right. We love those crosswinds. All right, flight crew, we should be coming up. We should be lining up. Get ready to hit activate approach. There it is, flight crew. I'm going to go ahead and activate approach now. That's going to go ahead and line us up. There it goes. See the plane dip to the left. That's going to go ahead and line us up with the runway. That's why I didn't want to do it too earlier back there, because it would have threw us off our flight plan a little bit. We didn't want that. So, with that being said, there we go. Approach has been activated, waiting for it to be engaged. Still holding 135 knots. We are flaps. We're flaps full. We're flaps full. Which really shouldn't. We don't need to be flaps full right now. But that's crosswinds, 12 knots. It's actually blowing from the nose of the tail, from the nose of the plane to the back of the, to the net. Oh my goodness! It is blowing from the nose of the plane to the tail of the plane. But it's still going to the right a little bit. It's still going to push us to the right of this runway. So we got to plan for that at 12 knots. Alright. You won't even be able to see the gears, flight crew, so we're not going to put the camera here because you're not going to be able to see the gears, and you're probably not going to see the reversers either. So we are not going to do the drone camera on today's flight for the reversers and the gears because we won't be able to see it, unfortunately. There's our purple diamond getting lined up with the runway. As soon as this one gets going, that should be should get us engaged. Since our glide slope is not a long glide slope, since we're already at 1,700 feet, as soon as the glide slope starts to come down, we'll go ahead and we'll drop the gears when we get about 15 to 14,000 feet above ground. We'll go ahead and drop the gears at the time and get it prepped. All right, flight crew, I see it. Let's go ahead and yeah, this is a good time. Let's drop the gears. Gears are dropped. Spoilers up and armed. Auto brakes, put those on medium. Landing lights go on. Dome light off. Those are other purple, diamond, pink, magenta. I've heard everybody call so many things. I'm just going with purple. Roger Tower, American 6242, clear the land. Alright, we're clear the land. There goes our glide slope. Glide slope has been captured and is engaged. We are still holding 135 knots. We are flaps full. Cross-check landing lights. Yep, seatbelt sign. Spoilers. Yep, we're all good. It's 1,000 feet, flight crew. My plane. See you on the ground. Flight crew, winds blowing from the left to the right of the plane, from the nose to the tail. We are at 5 knots. Check. Check.
300.
Continue.
200.
What is up with the lights? Flight crew, are you seeing this?
100.
That is crazy.
60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard 5.
Goes down, flight crew. Goes down. Look at the lights. That is crazy. Reverser's going. On the ground. 80 knots. There's 60. Reverser stored. Auto brakes off. Take this left. Look at the lights. How is that possible? That is... We've seen it all, flight crew. We have seen it all. Let's go ahead and start slowing down the plane a little bit.
121 decimal 9
Slow down, slow down, slow down the plane. There it is. Parking brake set. Flight directory off. Let's come over here. Let's go with the APU bleak. Come on, APU master, APU start. Dome light on, see what we're doing. Strobe light can come off. Beacon light stays on. Nav light stays on. Let's turn on this. Nose light goes to the taxi position. Landing lights go to the restricted position. And let's get the nose light still stay on as well. Clean the flaps up. Those go up to 10%. Spoilers are disarmed. Parking brake comes on. Then let's go ahead and get our ATC, get on the ground. Richmond ground. Ground services. Let's go back to clearance. And Richmond doing us dirty. We will not get a taxi to the gate, so we'll go to taxi for fueling instead. Taxi the parking and fueling options. Okay. We're gonna have to make our own gate, flight crew. Let's go make our own gate. We can do that. Stopwatch is stopwatch. Oh, we didn't even start it, flight crew. Oh, that was on me. All right. Everything's up to Microsoft, and when we turn off these engines, releasing the parking brake. Let's go find us a gate. Looks like we're straight. Turning off the dome light. What is up with that, flight crew? What is up with that? Gotta give me a gaming computer. This is ridiculous, man. The Xbox is consistently something, right? Consistently is always something. Where should we make our gate, flight crew? Where are we going? Hey, there's Delta 2141 in front of us. Look at that, no taxi lights, nothing. He's flying, he's just driving naked. No lights on, anything. Oh, we got a taxi ribbon, flight crew. Look at that. It actually, one just popped up. Where'd that come from? Where did that come from? We didn't even click on anything to get a taxi ribbon. This is interesting. And once again, the phantom lights on the runway are in the air. Because this guy's going where we're going. All right. We'll just follow Delta. Oh, looks like this is us to the one of them to the right, flight crew. Which one should we do? That one actually has ground crew. Let's go to this one. Right to our right. This one has ground crew. So let's go here. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going on that one. Okay. We're going to this one. We got a marshal. He's saying we're going to go to the left. Now he's saying to the left. Right, okay. I can't go left anymore, man. We're pretty much there. That way ain't gonna reach. I don't listen to you. We're going up, we're going up, we're going up. There we go. Engine's in neutral. Let's go ahead and put the parking brake on. Seatbelt sign comes off. Dome light comes on again. Lights are off. Clean the flaps up. Flaps to clean. Let's go over here. Ground services. Let's get ready. Kill engine 1. Waiting for engine 1 to get below 20%, and we'll kill engine 2. There's 20. Engine 2. Now that the engines are killed, the tablet will allow us to get our ground power unit connected. Will also allow us to put the cones on it this time. Now we can go ahead and get the jetway coming. Here comes JD. Let's open that main cabin door. Let's go ahead and hit home, flight crew. Now let's go ahead and hit our settings. And let's go to cold and dark. Hour and 15 minutes flight crew is our total flight time. Looks like they gave us 37 minutes of nighttime flying and 37 minutes of daytime flying. We're almost the exact same. 37 minutes, 43 seconds on night, 37 minutes, 23 seconds on the day. Let's go back to SimBrief. SimBrief said we should have finished this flight, to them, according to them, an hour and 13 minutes, 2 minutes behind schedule, according to SimBrief. But we did finish the flight within the hour and 41 minutes, which is the block that they told us, flight crew. So we call that a win in my book. Even 2 minutes behind schedule, I think that's still on time for an aviation world. Overall flight, takeoff was great, climbing was great, the cruise was great, descent was great. The ending, obviously, not the best, with the lights just not on the runway. We were able to get down just fine and everything like that. But the runway, but Richmond though, right? The low altitude, flying at 1,700 feet for a good chunk of miles, a good 30 miles like that, and then we catch our glide slope and bring it down. I definitely want to do this again in the daytime sometime and see if we can get a better result on those lights and see what Richmond looks like during the day. But that's it for me, flight crew. If you guys like the content, if you like the video, I hope you guys hit that follow button and hit that subscribe button. Other than that, because we are fun to fly with, but other than that, enjoy the sounds of the plane shutting down and enjoy everything else. I am going to be logging off. Today is Tuesday. We are not flying again tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We have the day off, flight crew. Enjoy your day off. Hit the pool. Go hit the malls. Go whatever you guys do to make you happy. Do what you need to do to make yourself happy on Wednesday. I love you guys, and we'll see you strong, ready to go for another flight on Thursday. So with that being said, Phoenix Black Knight, I'm out. I'll see you later.